Hey there, folks! Welcome to another exciting episode of Singapore's Firsts, where we uncover the stories behind Singapore's groundbreaking achievements. I'm Xing, and joining me is my co-host, Jaan.
Hey everyone! Today, get ready for a deep dive into the captivating tale of Singapore's very first multi-level shopping mall, the iconic Plaza Singapura. This game-changing venture not only transformed the shopping scene in Singapore, but also marked DBS's bold step into mall development.
That's right, Jaan. Plaza Singapura officially opened its doors in August 1975, with Finance Minister 𝗍𝗲𝗀 Sen officiating the ceremony. With 7 levels and 2 basements, it quickly became the ultimate shopping destination, setting a new standard for multi-tenant shopping centres.
Now, to truly grasp the impact of this milestone, let's tune in to Mr. Lock Sai Hung, a DBS pioneer who explains why DBS was best placed to build this particular mall.
𝗍𝗲𝗀 Sen and Yaohan want to take advantage of opportunities to build buildings which would serve the interests of a lot of our people. And shopping malls in the early days was one such thing. Plaza Singapura was the first big shopping mall, and it was built just outside Istana, which is a very sensitive location. Nobody else except DBS could have done a project because we had to put in place so many of these security precautions, screening and so on. So only we had the ability to do that and were trusted to do that.
You know, the mall's proximity to the Istana threw some interesting hurdles our way during the lengthy approval process for the building designs back in 1970. But other than the location, DBS's plans to build this first-of-its-kind mall meant the construction process was, well, interesting, to say the least. Let's hear from former project manager of DBS Land, Mr. James 𝗍𝗶𝗀𝗀.
The scale was enormous. The challenges were many because many of the contractors available those days were quite ignorant of modern-day buildings, multi-story buildings. I had to read up, talk to a lot of people, and do my own research. We had to coax, work together with the contractor, concurrently learn, and spearhead new avenues that Singaporeans and the team had never done before. Later on, my team and I developed an instinct to know what is right, what is wrong. And we had to learn very fast, faster than the building was being built. In fact, we have to be about 2 or 3 months ahead of the building in our thinking. Otherwise, trouble. You got to get a combination of factors correct. And above all, think in a diverse manner, be fair and reasonable. I was fortunate to have a good team. Ordinary people, which I helped coax them, push them to do impossible things. And our reward was that our dreams could be accomplished. I remember one Australian family, they wrote to the management of Plaza Singapura, "Can you send me your latest shopping brochure?" So they like to come here and shop.
Wow, thanks for sharing those memories, Mr. 𝗍𝗶𝗀𝗀. It's really cool to hear these lesser-known anecdotes about the mall. Speaking of which, let's switch gears a bit. Xing, did you know Plaza Singapura took over the 45-year-old Borneo Motors showroom on Orchard Road?
Oh, I did not know that, Jaan.
Well, back in the early 1900s, Orchard Road was all about car showrooms. Borneo Motors set up shop right here in 1925, showcasing big names like Chevrolet, Cadillac and Chrysler. When DBS finalized the purchase of the showroom in 1970, a DBS spokesperson painted this picture for the media. Here's the quote: "This is going to be a prestige shopping complex to woo tourists, as well as Singaporeans with its ultra-modern fittings and an ample car park. You name it, and we'll have it."
Well, the mall certainly lived up to the promise. Tenants like Yaohan and Yamaha were huge draws. The mall exploded in popularity with daily visitors reaching as high as 110,000 at peak times. Former General Manager of DBS Land, Mr. 𝗍𝗶𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀, and Mr. Lock share more on this.
Plaza Singapura is very well known to be a family shopping center because of Yamaha and Yaohan. So they send the kids to Yamaha for music lesson. The parents go to Yaohan to do the shopping. After that, they go for lunch, tea, dinner.
Introduce a new type of shopping experience for the people. We brought in Yaohan. After they opened, there were times when the number of visitors per day reached 110,000 a day, 110,000. Incredible, it was so popular. That's because of the product mix for your supermarkets and what else, as well as the display, you see. It was so attractive, so people want to go there. Especially for a weekend, everybody wants to be there. Even the long queues, 110,000, imagine, you have to queue up for how long. It was a roaring success. So it was a new experience for the shoppers.
A new experience. That's a great way to describe it, because other than shopping, Yaohan introduced novel amenities, such as an in-store bakery and children's play area, for a complete family shopping experience. Its impact was so profound that Plaza Singapura was affectionately dubbed Yaohan in the 1970s, underscoring the store's cultural importance.
Yet Plaza Singapura's triumph only came after it survived its share of obstacles. Mr. S. Danabalan, former DBS chairman, vividly recounts the challenges of the mall's early years. Let me share his story with you. Plaza Singapura opened during the oil shock. Oil prices went up, the economy went down, and we could not get people to rent space. I recall going to Japan to look for a large anchor tenant for Plaza Singapura. We managed to persuade Yaohan to take the entire basement levels, and part of level 1, they blazed a completely new trail as the first supermarket to cater to Asians. They had great success. Due to the state of the economy, the rest of the floors were empty. It was important to bring the crowds in, even if they did not buy anything, but just came to look around. I discussed with the property division, and in the end, the bank decided to offer whole shop unit space at $1 per month for people to display their wares there as a showroom. Later, the economy picked up, and we discontinued that.
Well, I'm glad someone came up with such a unique rental scheme to tide the mall through the tough times, especially since the mall has had such a big impact on Singapore's retail scene. In 2016, General Manager of Plaza Singapura, Ms. Melissa Ang, said this: DBS Land, the developer then, was able to see the trend ahead, that this is going to be the shopping center prototype having an anchor tenant, with specialty shops and restaurants. Everything was under one roof and of such a large scale. It was a pull and revolutionized the way people shopped.
The mall's enduring influence isn't just talk. In the same year, research firm 𝗍𝗿𝗀 presented compelling data on Plaza Singapura's ongoing importance. Their findings showed that the mall still drew an impressive 24% of Orchard Road's pedestrian traffic. To give you some context, Plaza Singapura saw around 20,000 visitors per hour on an average workday. As we wrap up today's show, we're reminded of how Plaza Singapura not only reshaped shopping in Singapore, but also marked a significant moment in DBS's journey, highlighting the bank's dedication to innovation and Singapore's advancement.
Thanks for joining us. Remember to subscribe to our channel and catch our next episode, where we dive into more fascinating tales of Singapore's groundbreaking achievements. Listen to our podcast on platforms like YouTube, Apple, and Spotify. My name is Xing.
And I am Jaan. See you in the next episode of Singapore's Firsts.